process what you should do if a fraudulent claim is opened in your name.
These phony filings are adding stress at an already difficult time, but there are some things you can do to limit your risk and to make sure you are not responsible for fraudulent benefits filed in your name. Here's what you can do if you're a victim. LaGrange resident Kathleen Mungo was perplexed as to why her husband received an IDES debit card and a letter saying he was receiving $12,000 in unemployment benefits.
And of course, he's still employed.
Worried about being taxed for this income, she tried to report the fraud to IDES.
Because of course, I'm scared. I'm a little panicky. Our information's out there.
Mungo says she left a message in the callback queue more than 2 weeks ago, but she hasn't heard back from anyone. However, the couple did just get this letter saying they were overpaid and had to give the money back.
Where's our leadership? Who's trying to resolve this problem?
Mungo called her state senator John Curran, who represents the 41st district. Curran says he's getting dozens of similar calls from people waiting on an answer. He knows how frustrating ID theft can be because someone filed for unemployment benefits in his name too.
You got to call your credit card companies. You got to call the credit reporting services to put holds. I myself was subject to a fraudulent filing, and it is a lot of work to go through. But one of those phone calls you should be making is to either your state representative or your state senator's office, and they can help you through the process.
He says lawmakers may be able to help get the attention of IDES officials only if you've been waiting on a callback for more than the 2-week expected callback time. Kristen Richards is the acting director of IDES. She says the volume of requests for help with benefits and fraud claims has been overwhelming.
IDES is experiencing fraud in an order of magnitude we've never seen before. As we see in the press, and as I hear from my peers in other states, this is a nationwide issue. This is not unique to Illinois.
Of the overall 212,000 plus fraud cases in Illinois, 42,496 occurred since March 1st, targeting the state's traditional unemployment system. Another 169,506 have occurred since May 11th, targeting pandemic unemployment assistance, which is the national PUA claim process launched through the state's website. If you're a victim, you should file a police report. When reporting the fraud to IDES, you don't have to only rely on calling. You can also go to the fraud link on the state's website. After you report online, IDES says the claim will be stopped. Or you can call the IDES fraud number.
If you're a claimant or someone who is reporting identity theft, please press 1.
So you're going to want to make sure to press 1 when you hear that. IDES recommends destroying any debit cards related to the fraud so the cards don't get used. If you're an ID theft victim, the FBI says you should also alert the Social Security Administration. You should also enact fraud alerts with the 3 credit bureaus. And if you're not buying a home or a car in the near future, you may also want to consider a credit freeze with the bureaus. This will stop scammers from taking out more lines of credit in your name.